Smoky Mountains on the way to NC, which means North Carolina. We were on a road trip. We stopped by the Smoky Mountains. We hiked to the top of a mountain where there was a concrete swirl with a platform on top, aka Klingman's Dome. Us hiking part of the Appalachian Mountains. Wouldn't younger me be amazed that not only would I someday learn how to spell Appalachian, but I would be attempting to hike the whole trail. For the past couple months, it's been a big to-do list, getting gear ready, training, everything. And this week has been really hard, honestly. Especially because I've been working so hard at it, it's easy to just be like, I'm tired of this, I'm done, I need a break. And then things don't get finished. So it's been pretty stressful. Tomorrow, my dad is driving me down to Georgia. We have family in Atlanta, so we're staying with them. And then gonna start the trail on Sunday. Doesn't seem real. Well, leaving Louisville this morning, it still doesn't feel real. My mom was hugging me goodbye and saying, like, she can't wait for my feet to hit the trail, and she's so excited for me. Once I start, all the stress will melt away and I can just hike. And it was kind of a weird feeling because I wasn't really, it just hasn't hit me yet. And like, I knew, like, we're parting ways for something big and it's going to be a long time. But in my head, it just felt like, Mom, you're going to work. I'm going on a trip with Dad to Aunt Kathy's. Like, it's not a big deal. So, it is a big deal. It just hasn't hit me yet. This morning has also been a little stressful because yesterday I had all my stuff packed in my backpack, just about almost ready to go, and I've been meaning to test that backpack for waterproofness. I thought it would be pretty good, and my brother was like, oh, you probably better test it, this is the last chance you'll have to, not be outside when it gets wet. So I did spray it with the hose. It looked fine at first, but then when I got more deep into it, the sides and the bottom were wet. Then I had a whole bunch of wet stuff I had to deal with. But that's where it goes. Off on the road trip! Stuck in traffic in Chattanooga, but it's going good. The sun came out and now I'm starting to get really excited about the trail. It's starting to occur to me, I guess, that this could be really fun. In my mind, I was just kind of building up to be prepared for it not to be easy, be prepared for a lot of rain, but might also be a really fun time too.
Great to be on the road.
It sure is. Last night was really nice, visiting and having dinner together. These past couple days I have been feeling kind of weird lately in my stomach. Even though I'm not consciously, actively nervous. It's still like sometimes I'm hungry, sometimes I'm not hungry at all. Sometimes my stomach hurts, or it feels like I have butterflies in my stomach. So that's not really pleasant, but comes with the territory, I guess. Today we are going to scout out around Amicalola Falls and Springer Mountain, which will I be starting at the Springer Mountain or the Amicalola Falls approach trail? How are the roads? How long is it going to take? Just all stuff like that. And my biggest thing with today is like, it is day 0 before this huge adventure. I'm just trying to take it slow. All the work I needed to get done, for the most part, is done. So, just taking it easy. We left Atlanta and headed for the mountains. If you go, make sure you really watch the screen on your GPS, because we took a left turn too early and it rerouted us a way that looked impassable with so much mud. After getting back on the right road, it was really, really long, so after determining it was drivable, we headed to Amicalola Falls. It was super crowded. We had lunch at the hotel overlooking the mountains. There were so many Appalachian Trail souvenirs and fanfare. It really didn't seem real that I was about to thru hike this world famous trail. Even more unreal, I checked in at base camp, had a little orientation, and got my tag. This was a place I was looking forward to seeing. You know, the arch, so cool, so iconic. But here's the thing, if you turn 180 degrees, it's a construction site on the other side. Real quick before more people come to take pictures, I'm feeling very overwhelmed right now. I don't know, it's just a lot of feelings. It's weird. I'm like, I don't know what exactly I'm nervous about, but I'm nervous. We're back from Amicalola Falls and having a final beer of my pre-hike life. I think maybe you were on the phone to your friend or something, and you said, oh, she's been preparing for this her whole life. You remember that?
I think I do.
Yeah, I guess I have. I didn't really think about it, but, you know, I grew up liking the outdoors, and I thru hiked shorter trails, so I know backpacking stuff. Even living in my van, you know, taught me how to live without conveniences for a few months at a time. Do you remember when we were going to North Carolina and we stopped and hiked at Klingman's Dome, part of the AT?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you remember telling me about the AT or my attitude towards it at all?
Yeah, we talked about how people could take this trail all the way to Maine or all the way down to Georgia. Mm-hmm.
Do you remember if I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that?
I don't think you even considered it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. From what I remember, just like, oh, that's what some people do. Seems impossible. But impossible things are happening every day.
I remember the first time you got on the bus to go to Girl Scout camp.
Oh, yeah.
None of the friends wanted to go, so you just went by yourself, and I thought, there's an adventurer.
Aww. Thanks, Dad. First time crying on trail. It just hit me how lucky I am, and my parents really love me and are so excited for me. Everyone I know is so excited for me. My friends from the internet are excited for me.